Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to an episode of WWE Smackdown vs. RAW 2007 General Manager Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. Currently, we are a few weeks away from Armageddon. We have our big episode of RAW. We're currently working our way up to New Year's Revolution. That will be our next pay-per-view. Take a look at last week's show. We had a pretty decent one, 3.5 star rated, with a good main event. Not a bad title match for the Fatal 4-Way, where Matt Hardy kept on to the championship. And we also had a couple of good matches in between. So we had a pretty good week. Let's be honest, a pretty good week. SmackDown, well, probably had a better one than us. Let's be fair. But, yeah, Super Crazy's their world champion. They are really, well, I'm going to say the pun. They are truly super crazy. So this week, we need to continue our rivalries. Got to keep building them up. Most people are pretty happy. I mean, Melina, she wants a win. She'll get one eventually. If not, well, tough shit. At the moment, Cena's our champ, doing very, very well. And Big Show and Kane, tag champs, Matt Hardy, IC champion. We tried to do the, continue this rivalry, the Edge and Orton, Big Show and Kane one. We tried to do singles matches last time. Didn't work out. We had to redo the rivalry, unfortunately. So that was a risk that we took. Luckily, it was early on in the stage. So, you know, look, we're going to miss a couple of weeks of it. But that's okay. You know, we tried to do it, but it unfortunately didn't work out too well for us. You see Rob Van Dam getting up to 86 popularity. He's really rising and rising and rising, doing very, very well. Randy Orton doing okay. Trish is up to 79. So we just got to keep on pushing along. Matt Hardy to 75, Kane to 77. We get a couple more of these up to 80, then we're going to not only have some new contenders perhaps for the world title, but, well, we can have a pretty good roster overall. Only two members of our roster currently in below the 70, three below the 70 mark, 2 on 66 and 1 on 67. So we got to try and bump them up a little bit. Maybe that's something we can try and do this week. Still, free agency, this is all that is on offer, really absolutely nothing. So we're not going to look to the free agency at this point. There really is no point. SmackDown, they've got a very well-rounded roster. A lot of great superstars on there. And they have a few that we know we've kind of sabotaged them a little bit with Joey Mercury. They got rid of Hardcore Holly. But, yeah, so they've done pretty good for themselves. A lot of these guys are out of our league, though. So, no chance of a trade as of yet. And we're pretty happy and content with our roster as of right now. Fan support, as you see, big lead we still have. Just under a 2 million lead. If we can keep that going, then we are definitely in a good position to win this GM mode. Alright, so this week, let's get straight into it. So, you know, let's take a look. Let's try and boost the popularity of somebody. I mean, who can we really try and bump up here? I mean, who is important to really bump up a little bit? Perhaps Trish would be a good one to try and bump the women's division up. But I really think right now we've got to focus on perhaps our tag division with the Big Show. So he's someone we're going to try and use. And we might even run an interference to, well, you know what, we'll change that. We might actually do an advertising promo. We do have a couple of contracts coming up, so we do definitely need to get a little bit more money in our stock. So we're going to just use some advertising, and we're going to try and get some more money for us. Alright, so our main event. Let's take a look at last week's main event. So we did the tag team last week. So we don't necessarily want to keep on doing repeats. But obviously we're a few weeks away from New Year's Revolution. So maybe we could have a big title match. Maybe let's try and up the ante right here, right now. Why not? Let's do it. Let's have a big title match. We did a steel cage recently. So a fatal 4-way TLC. We're going to go a fatal 4-way TLC match. But here's the thing. The fatigue factor could come into play a little bit here. Let's take a look at our names. It's a little bit of a risk. Just a little bit of a risk. But is it a risk we want to take? That's the thing. So, well, only really Cena and Kurt Angle are at any risk of injury. And I'm not sure if they will get injured from that. if we had this, it's going to be a huge main event. So we're going to take that punt. So we're going to have a fatal 4-way. Big match up there. So we're going to have Edge. He can go one-on-one with Kane. Big Show in his corner. And Randy Orton will be in his corner. We kind of need to get Kane a victory here because we need Big Show to get a win. So maybe we'll switch that to Randy Orton and make it a little bit more of an even contest. Make it a little harder for Edge and Orton to win. Because if Big Show wins, he'll get a bit of a popularity boost. If he loses, I think he's going to lose some. So that's not exactly what we want either. That's an issue. So we're going to have Tori Wilson. She can... we've kind of used her as a bit of a buffer, haven't we? So we might just throw Melina in there and have Lita at the other side of it. And Melina can go up against Trish. So where does this leave us? We're going to have enough to fill this week's show up. I think we may. We're going to have Van Dam against Ric Flair. And we're going to have Hardy versus Benjamin as well, just to kind of keep those rivalries going. And it leaves us with Nitro and Guerrero one-on-one. We'll also throw in Tori Wilson. She's got pretty good popularity, so we'll throw her in and Nitro at the other side of it. You know what? We'll switch it up. We'll Nitro there. Maybe that'll help Nitro get a victory and bump him up just a little bit. So it's pretty clear what match we're going to play this week. Let's go for it. Big main event. And should we play it as anybody? Cena is the champion. Do we want to try and keep the championship on him? Or should we just go for it? You know what? We might play as Cena. And this is purely, I guess, a bit of a ratings grab rather than trying to, you know, have a fair main event. So, you know, we'll just play as Cena. Alrighty, here we go. Here comes a former WWE Champion, Kurt Angle. And big opportunity for him here in a TLC match. This should be a bit of a crazy matchup here for Kurt Angle. And I think, without a doubt, he could be a strong favorite to take this one out. We know he has a bit of a knack of winning championships here on Raw. So we'll see how Angle goes here tonight. The first of Angle's opponents, it is Eddie Guerrero, who's currently in a bit of a rivalry with our champion John Cena. So Guerrero trying to win back singles gold. He's been searching for it for quite some time. Went to the tag division for a while with Chavo. Not much success there. Really, Big Show and Kane have had the tag titles for basically the whole entire duration of the series. Let's be honest. They've been champions for a long time. So they've done very, very well. Guerrero couldn't get the tag titles. Perhaps tonight is his night to get the WWE title. And here comes another opponent. It is our champion. It is John Cena, who has a tough assignment tonight. No doubt about that. John Cena's been good, but is he good enough to hang on to the title here tonight against three of the very best here on Raw? Cena certainly has his work cut out for him. We'll see how he goes tonight. And finally, one of the newest members of our roster, it is Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Big opportunity for him here tonight to win his first championship here throughout the series. Shawn Michaels could potentially be walking out as WWE Champion here tonight. So here we go, TLC, Cena, Michaels, Guerrero, and Kurt Angle. What a list of superstars we have in this one. A huge lineup. Cena immediately grabs the chair coming after Michaels. Guerrero has the table. It's in the corner. Guerrero's up top. Cena's going to try and join him. Kurt Angle not going to let it happen. So big opportunity for Shawn Michaels tonight. Trying to come in here and make a big statement. Plenty of success over on SmackDown. Coming to Raw here. Trying to replicate the same here. Kurt Angle's been champion a number of times, as has Cena. Guerrero still chasing that championship. He's been wanting it for a long time. Finally gets another chance here tonight. He's been dealing with John Cena the last few weeks, and he's hasn't exactly had the best run of it, let's be honest. John Cena's been very, very tough to beat. Perhaps one of the toughest to beat here on Raw throughout the series. No matter what, he just keeps on finding a way to come back into the title picture, and if not, win the title. He's been so difficult to comprehend and overcome, and that's what the likes of Guerrero have had to deal with. Cena Trying to stop Guerrero up the top there. Guerrero tries to fly. He misses. Now he's coming up there with Michaels. Trouble now for Shawn Michaels. Cena now thinking about a superplex off the top of the ladder. Michaels set down. Kurt Angle sent to the outside as well. Now it's just Guerrero and Cena. Cena struggling a little bit after a hot start. Michaels taken out of the picture here. Cena's got the ladder. Guerrero's got the table. Who's going to win this battle? Cena decides to come after Angle instead. Cena still launching that ladder at Angle. Now at Guerrero. Angle's to the outside of the ring. Guerrero down. Michaels is back up. As is Guerrero. Taken down again with the snapmare. Michaels now. Cena from behind. And face first down goes Shawn. Well, tonight, if this match gets us a big rating, that might just help us get a little win over SmackDown. Obviously, SmackDown has been clawing their way back slowly. We don't want to give them any momentum heading towards their pay-per-view. That's the thing. We probably know, no matter what, we're not going to win when Armageddon comes along. So, next week, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. We're not going to win that week, but we could maybe steal back maybe 100,000 fans this week and try and have a big show next week as well to soften the blow. But just to kind of derail some of the SmackDown momentum, I think will do a lot of good for us. We've been going okay, but I wouldn't mind trying to get a bit of a victory, a bit of a morale victory for us, you know. Obviously, we've been doing very, very well pay-per-views, but we wouldn't mind doing well on the weekly shows as well. That's where we've been kind of going wrong, and that's where we've been inviting SmackDown to come back into it. Cena now, look out, here comes the FU. He's got him up for it. Can he connect? Yes, he can, the FU. Michaels went off the top of the ladder. Now it's just Cena and Michaels in the ring. Cena coming after Michaels, trying to attack him. The ladder, Michaels has. Now Michaels gets a couple of shots in there on Cena. Cena's down. Guerrero. Guerrero's got a submission in. Cena's close to the ropes. Sweet chin music. My Michaels. And Guerrero probably knew Michaels was going to come along and break it up. Anyways, Michaels could get the win here. No, Angle broke it up. Cena was not going to get there in time. Luckily, Angle kicked out. He couldn't break it up in time, Cena. Angle with the kick out keeps this one alive. Now Cena and Guerrero both coming up here. This is risky business for one of these two. Cena throwing haymakers, as is Guerrero. No, both men falling off the ladder now. Thanks to the impact of what Michaels and Angle were doing over there with that table. Michaels taken down again, as is Guerrero. Cena might be thinking about another FU to Kurt Angle here. Angle with the counter though. Now it's again Michaels and Guerrero up the top. Both men are battling away and down goes Shawn. And he went with the elbow off the top. Did he connect? I don't think he got all that much of it. And he's feeling the effects of it now. Angle setting up the table, hoping that he can get Cena to go through it. If he can, that will be a huge advantage in this one for Cena. For Angle, I should say. Cena would be in huge trouble. Now Michaels trying to get Cena through it. Angle flying off the top of the ladder with the elbow, taking both men down. Angle now with the ankle lock. It's locked in on Cena. Is Cena gonna tap out here? Will Kurt Angle win yet again another title? Not gonna happen. The ankle lock in again. I think the only way to win this one is via a pinfall. The referees keeping a close eye on both Michaels and Cena. Angle probably could really go for the pinfall here on Michaels. And I think that's what he's going to do. Because Guerrero's distracted. Went for the 5-star frog splash off the top. And Angle steals it. Well, how about that? These two just keep on trading that title back and forth. Angle's got it back. Yet again, your champion pinning Michaels. The ankle lock, Michaels was down and out, feeling the pain of the ankle lock. Cena got struck by the 5-star frog splash by Eddie Guerrero, who probably should have directed it towards Michaels and Angle. But nonetheless, Kurt Angle is once again your WWE Champion. Cena couldn't hang on to it. Michaels and Guerrero couldn't deliver. And now Angle is still your champion. And this will be a big win tonight for Angle and change the landscape of Raw once again. Alrighty, so let's go check in with the rest of the results for this week's Raw after a big main event. Kane, yes, that's what we wanted. With the Big Show, gets a win over Randy Orton with Edge. Melina gets a win over Trish. She needed a win. She got a win. Rob Van Dam knocks off Ric Flair. Matt Hardy defeats Shelton Benjamin. And Chavo gets the win over Johnny Nitro. Well, we wanted Nitro to get the win. We tried to help him. Well, sometimes you have to help yourself, and Nitro didn't do that. So here we go. Uh-oh. SmackDown's run the interference on us, and they picked up the win. 140,000. You know, I was really contemplating running an interference, but I just felt as though our cash was a little low. I wanted to kind of keep that, you know, extra 50,000 up the sleeve. SmackDown's ran with it, and now, well, it's paid off for them. Big ratings winner for them. Before we go check out our contracts, let's go check out the results. So we only had a 4-star main event. That's where we went wrong. Obviously, we don't have too many big rivalries behind those matches. Whilst they're, you know, highly popular superstars, the rivalries that we, you know, want aren't quite there. So realistically, we had a pretty poor show in the end. So SmackDown, there you go, a 4-star rated show. They had their world title on the line. Super Crazy yet again won somehow, I don't know. And they had a big show, plus the interference as well. Well, there you go. Big win for SmackDown, and we've suffered another loss. And we've also lost another rivalry. Have we missed a rivalry? I'm not sure what's happened here. But I think we may have... Who's available? So who we lost? The Rob Van... We had Ric Flair and RVD. I thought at least that was the rivalry we went with. And we had them go one-on-one, but for some reason we've lost it. I'm not sure what we've done wrong there, but... Okay, so apparently we've lost that rivalry, so that's pretty annoying. A little disappointing as well, so can we just get one of these rivalries in? I mean, kidnapping. What do you want to qualify for a kidnapping? That would be an interesting question. I'm not 100% sure, but against all odds, nope. Just got to get something half decent. I think that's a women rivalry, so we'll have to go with your typical no respect. Oh, no, we can't. We just can't do that. Okay. There we go. GM kiss up. All right, there you go. So yeah, that's our dilemma. A couple of contracts we've got to sort out. So we definitely needed to keep that extra cash up our sleeve. That's what I was worried about, not having enough money. And we still have 200,000 left over, but you can see a couple more contracts. Got Trish Stratus coming up, so a few more later on after that. So that's going to be a bit of a worry, but our fatigue, nobody got injured, thankfully. Edge wants a title shot, and only a few more down here, not exactly thrilled. Tori Wilson wants a title shot. We're going to start getting some wins, Tori, if you want a title match. Any improvements in our popularity? Let's have a look at Big Show. He went up a couple of points, went up 2 points actually. That's quite handy. So that's a good win for us. Guerrero, I think, went up a point as well. So Angle up to 99, Cena down to 95. So there you go. That's the result this week. And we'll have a quick look. So we're sliding down again and again and again. So another win for SmackDown. They have Armageddon up very soon. So that's going to be a big challenge for us. Need a big show next week. Thank you very much for watching, guys, this week. I hope you enjoyed the GM mode. I apologize for lack of uploads. It's just been crazy busy with other shit. So I'm going to try and get some more GM mode coming up for you guys very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on it. And remember to subscribe to see more GM mode videos coming away very soon.